Turns out, us as Dallas Cowboys fans may not be the only ones getting tired of the convoluted and twisted narratives the media has tried to create about the Dallas Cowboys, as we had yet another former NFL player joining the likes of people like Ryan Clark coming to the defense of not just the Dallas Cowboys, but more in particular, our quarterback. Jeff Saturday had this to say.
We bashed Dak Prescott more than any other quarterback, which is obviously ridiculous. But when you talk about the Niners, their defense does this to every quarterback, bro. Yeah. This is not new. It's not new to make it really hard on a quarterback. It's a great defense. Not one player on the defense. All three levels of this defense are really good. So do you think Dak Prescott will throw for 500 yards? You're lying to yourself. Right. Nobody throws for 500 yards. Limit your turnover. Give yourself a shot at the end. But do not expect Dak to come out here and just torch this defense, because nobody does. It's just, that's not what you're looking for.
Now, the reason I'm bringing you guys this video today is just as loud as we are in our criticism of some of the national media talking heads and some of the analysts that they put up on TV, we have to be just as loud in our praise. We're not only going to point out the negatives about how the media is covering our team, but we're definitely going to shine light on the moments where we have genuine, honest hosts wanting to give an impartial, unbiased opinion and analysis about our team. I have no problem with criticisms or critiques for the Dallas Cowboys or Dak Prescott, because that's the nature of the sport that they play. The fans and the media make a large part of why these professional sports are successful, but that does not mean that we have to stoop to such lows to try and garner views. I've seen people give the media that excuse over and over again, saying that, oh, if they talk crap about the Dallas Cowboys, it's going to draw them more ratings. You know why they're having to reach and draw for more ratings now? You know why they're having to stoop to those types of tactics, to Bush League tactics like making up narratives or cherry picking numbers or trying to finally count how much an individual player is scoring on any given team? You know why they're having to do that? Because they're not talking about sports anymore. Most sports fans don't care about these guys' personal lives. They don't care who these guys are dating. They don't care what they ate for lunch yesterday. Most sports fans that are tuning into sports centers, that are tuning into NFL Live, that are tuning into these shows, want to see actual analysis on the game. That's what these media outlets used to be for, to inform people that may not have as much insight about the game. And they're getting completely away from that, and that may be why their ratings are struggling. Guys, people are still watching TV. Yes, we're living in a streaming world now, but people still watch TV, especially the major channels like ESPN and FS1. People are still watching those channels. People, however, don't want to watch stuff that they can tell is contrived BS. And a lot of the takes and opinions and arguments of a lot of these analysts, not even just as it pertains to the Dallas Cowboys, a lot of these takes for a lot of these analysts concerning most topics on these shows, just more times than not, it's even worse with the Cowboys, are contrived. They're BS. They're nonsensical. They don't actually have anything to do with what we're seeing on the field, and that's why, at its core, ESPN and FS1 are failing their core fan bases. You guys are more excited about trying to peddle Taylor Swift to NFL football fans than you are about trying to give valid critiques and criticism and analysis of these games. You have people like Rodney Harrison just wanting to straight up call players trash after games, and it's getting to a point to where it's you can't stomach it anymore. It's just a regular person that doesn't like hate mongering. It's hard to watch that type of stuff every single day. So it's super refreshing when someone like Jeff Saturday is able to sit on this set, look his other co-hosts in the eyes as they all have this droopy face like, oh, Jeff, why you putting us on blast like this? He's able to sit here and tell these guys, yo, this has gotten to a point to where it's kind of ridiculous. I'm not sure why we're coming at Dak Prescott like this, but it doesn't make any sense. The San Francisco 49ers for the last few years, y'all remember the 49ers went to a championship with Colin Kaepernick on their team, and they may have had like 2 years of down seasons in between that time until Kyle Shanahan got there. The 49ers, really for the last decade, it seems like, have had a highly competitive team. For the last 2 to 3 years, they've had one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the league. Just as Jeff Saturday said, they make any quarterback look less than. And it's crazy that a lot of people are trying to set up this expectation for Dak Prescott that if he doesn't throw 300 or 400 yards and 5 touchdowns against the 49ers, then, well, it doesn't really count. And I think that's what Jeff Saturday is speaking to, because he's gotten to the point where he's like, wait a minute. We're setting unrealistic expectations for this guy based off of the teams that are actually going on that field. Oh, by the way, Jeff Saturday is the guy that just got beat by Dak Prescott last year when they came back against the Indianapolis Colts. Guys, we're not the only ones getting tired of it. And the more we continue to push as the quote-unquote new media back against the old guard of the media, the more they're going to feel that heat, and the more some of these guys are going to realize, like, hey, maybe we should just leave all the tabloid stuff to TMZ. Maybe we should leave that stuff for Twitter. Let me leave my snarky comments and biases for Twitter. But when I'm on national TV, I need to give impartial commentary on what it is that I'm actually seeing on the football field and not what it is that I want to see on the football field. And let me figure out how to create a narrative to fit that. That's what's been going on with the national media, and that's why they're actually having to reach and pull for ratings. We never used to see ESPN have to go this deep into the hate train for any one given team, any one given fan base. And I'm going to tell you, this actually is leading to a bigger issue that I want to discuss sometime down the road, depending on how bad this actually gets this season. As ESPN, FS1, a lot of these networks are setting themselves up to look like huge hypocrites, as they like to parade around mental health awareness and all this other stuff, yet they go out of their way to consistently bash players over and over and over again, and they don't understand the reach of their words. They don't understand that they have thousands of sheep walking around echoing the same sentiments, the same false sentiments that they're stating on national television. And that's more so why I started this channel, because y'all don't realize, yes, it's just sports talk, but at the end of the day, all of these athletes are people. These athletes are people. Dak Prescott is a person, just like any other person. If you feel like you're going to your job and you're working your ass off every day and you're putting up above average results, yet your employers and everyone around you is trying to tell you that you're the worst employee in the company, that has a toll on people. When you have people on national TV calling people out of their names, creating narratives, making stuff up, telling you that they suck over and over and over again, and then you have Michael Parsons trying to go visit with children, and you have to have a kid tell you all Dak does is throw interceptions because they stay on Twitter way too long. That stuff has an effect. All of this stuff has a trickle-down effect. That is why we need people to push back on this. That is why that, yes, I don't watch these shows. I don't give them my ratings. I see the clips that I need to see, and I have the dialogues that I need to have concerning these clips. But I don't give them my ratings. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch these shows. Just enjoying all the hate mongering. I don't do that. And I think the approach that they're taking with a lot of this stuff has gotten to a place of just being super toxic, and now ESPN feels more like TMZ. And that's not the place that actual sports fans want their sports talk to be in. We don't care about their personal lives. We don't care about Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift. We don't care about that stuff. We want to hear your actual analysis and breakdown on the game coming from people that should have a deeper insights to what's going on that field. Versus you guys are now just saying stuff at the most basic level, trying to twist what you're seeing in the game to fit your opinions, versus just being man up to be like, hey, I was wrong on this. This dude played a damn good game. He may be better than I thought. And a lot of people have issues with doing that now. But I just wanted to make this video and say, good on you, Jeff Saturday. Good on you, Jeff Saturday, for getting tired of the BS. As someone that has recently had experience playing against Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, it's good to see you finally be like, hey, man, this is getting out of control. All I got left to say is it's Thursday. We got Thursday night football today. The Commanders play. We're going to be watching this because they're a division rival. And then we have the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday night football. And y'all already know how it go. How about them Cowboys?